Caetano Veloso is a great name in Brazilian music. The singer was one of the creators of Tropicalismo, an important artistic movement in Brazil. Alongside artists like Gilberto Gil, Maria Bethânia, Gal Costa, and Chico Buarque, Caetano Veloso helped shape what would become Brazilian music from the late 1960s to the present day. Caetano Emanuel Viana Teles Veloso was born on August 7, 1942, in Santo Amaro da Purificação, Bahia. The singer has 6 siblings, including the singer Maria Bethânia, another important name in Brazilian music. At the age of 14, Caetano moved to Rio de Janeiro with his family, and upon returning to Bahia in 1960, Caetano moved to Salvador. It was during this time that he received his first guitar, inspired by João Gilberto, the creator of the bossa nova musical genre, one of his idols. During this period, the singer began performing in bars in the city with Maria Bethânia. Soon after, Caetano began composing for theater soundtracks. In 1963, he began studying philosophy at the Federal University of Bahia. Start of Caetano Veloso's career. The major milestone in Caetano Veloso's career was his participation in the show Nós, por exemplo, alongside Bethânia and 3 other major names in Brazilian music, Gal Costa, Tom Zé, and Gilberto Gil, in 1964. 1 year after the show, the singer dropped out of college and accompanied Maria Bethânia to Rio de Janeiro. At the time, the singer had been called to replace Nara Leão in the show Opinião. Maria Bethânia's success inspired the singer to record his first single. In 1965, he released songs like Samba em Paz and Cavaleiro. In 1966, his song Dia placed 5th in the 2nd Festival of Brazilian Popular Music, promoted by TV Record of São Paulo. Despite the good placement in the festival, it was the following year that marked a turning point in Caetano Veloso's career. This is because in 1967, Caetano Veloso released his first album, Domingo, with singer Gal Costa. It was also the year of the 3rd edition of the Festival of Brazilian Popular Music. In the 1967 festival, Caetano sang Alegria, Alegria with the Argentine band Beat Boys. The performance is one of the most memorable in Brazilian music. Caetano Veloso and Tropicalism, or Tropicalia. Caetano Veloso is considered one of the main figures responsible for the creation of Tropicalism, or Tropicalia, a cultural movement that emerged in the late 1960s. In addition to music, it involved other art forms such as theater, cinema, poetry, and visual arts. The movement had many objectives, including the creation of a Brazilian and original art, whether or not it revisited foreign elements. A musical milestone of Tropicalism was the manifesto album Tropicalia ou Panis et Circenses from 1968. The joint album brought together artists like Caetano Veloso, Gilberto Gil, Os Mutantes, Nara Leão, Gal Costa, and Tom Zé. In the same year, Caetano Veloso performed with Os Mutantes, singing the song É Proibido Proibir, when he was booed by the audience and suffered repression from the military dictatorship of the time. In December, the singer and Gilberto Gil were arrested by the military regime and subsequently exiled in London. Caetano Veloso and the Brazilian military dictatorship. Like many other artists of the time, Caetano Veloso suffered repression during the Brazilian military dictatorship, being exiled in London. During this period, he recorded 2 albums, the self-titled Caetano Veloso from 1971 and the album Trança from 1972. In 1972, he managed to return to Brazil. The 1970s were filled with successes in the artist's career. In 1976, the project Os Doces Barbaros emerged, composed of Caetano, Gil, Gal, and Bethânia. The band performed shows throughout Brazil, resulting in a double album of the project, Doces Barbaros, ao vivo, in addition to a documentary, Post-Military Dictatorship and Other Projects of Caetano Veloso. In the 1980s, Caetano Veloso ventured into other projects. During this decade, Caetano co-hosted the TV show Chico e Caetano with Chico Buarque, directed the film Cinema Falado, and released the album Totalmente Demais. He also contributed to the soundtrack of the soap opera Tieta, a major classic of Brazilian teledramaturgy, in 1989. The music for the soap opera was made with Carlinhos Brown, who was a newcomer at the time. During the 1980s and 1990s, the artist became a frequent figure on nationally televised programs, further increasing his fame and the notoriety of his music. Caetano Veloso's main songs Alegria, Alegria, 1968, O Leãozinho, 1977, Você é Linda, 1983, Sozinho, 1998, Você Não Me Ensinou a Te Esquecer, 2003. Caetano Veloso's personal life: the singer has been married twice. His first marriage was in 1967 to actress Dedé Gadelha, with whom he had his first son, Moreno Veloso. They separated in 1986, the same year he married again, this time to Paula Lavigne. All three of his children pursued musical careers. Subscribe for more videos about the history of Brazilian music, enable notifications, and if you enjoyed, give us a like. See you soon.